Yo, you too. What's up with y'all, man? What's happening? It's your boy Elijah B, and y'all already know what it is, man. I'm back at y'all with a brand new video. Like, comment, and subscribe down below, cause you already know what kind of time it is. Hit the notification bell, hit the subscribe button, and all that. Yeah, y'all already know what y'all already know what the drill is, man. This is another late night yap session. But actually, I'm not even gonna lie though, man. I actually have some pretty good topics to talk to y'all about, or to speak on at least. Um, but as always, I'm gonna try to keep it on a positive note. But then but obviously with the content I make, with the stuff that I post, it's gonna get a little negative. So whatever. Let me just get to it. I guess you could say that today I had a good day today and all that. I went back to church and all that shit. I don't I'm not with all that religious bullshit. I'm just volunteering just to get out the house and just to give myself something to do during the day and all that. I'm not with all that religious bullshit that everybody else is on. Um, I don't know. So I work at this. I volunteer at this church and all that, and I don't think I ever like spoke on this before, but I volunteered at the church and all that, and some of the people at the church, um, some of them are extremely rude, extremely disrespectful, and it's I don't know, their behavior is negative and is disrespectful, and um, I don't know. I feel like we live in a society where we're supposed to be like spineless, soft, bitch made, and weak. And it's like you're supposed to just let people just walk all over you like a bitch. You're not supposed to stand up for yourself like a man. You're not supposed to speak up for yourself. You're not allowed to fight back, whether it's physically or verbally. You're not allowed to express yourself or anything that affects you negatively. You're not allowed to, you know what I'm saying, like show any kind of aggression or show any kind of like, or if someone disrespects you, for example, you're supposed to just tuck your tail in between your legs like a bitch and just let people just do anything and just do any old type of shit to you and just walk away and act like nothing happened. And um I actually remember I remember like maybe like a year ago or maybe even months ago, I made a video called Society is Turning Men into Bitches. For anybody who is subscribed to my channel, you're more than welcome to go back to that video. And I just made a video about like how society is how men are getting weaker and getting softer. And um I'm not obviously I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm a gangster or I'm a hardcore dude or I'm a badass or whatever you want to call it. I'm on some Jack Reacher shit or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, man, society is turning men into bitches and all that. And so I guess apparently the church had told my uncle that I was like, they said that like I don't follow instructions, I don't do what I'm told, I'm defiant, I'm disrespectful, I'm always fighting and arguing with the homeless people or the crazy people or whatever. And it's just funny. It's funny how you can contribute and help out other people and do what's right, but they somehow still have smoke with you, or they still have some kind of, or they find a way to have like some kind of animosity with you, right? And it's funny because I've actually contributed and I've actually done a lot of volunteer work at the church and all that. Like I've unloaded vans, I've organized tables, I even helped make food for homeless people. I've broken down boxes and thrown them away. I've set up the tables. I set up the drinks. I set up the chairs. I do whatever I'm asked and told to the T and all that, just for them to say that I don't follow instructions and do whatever I'm told and all that. I don't know. When it comes to stuff like this and all that, I can understand like why some people don't want to work, or like for anybody who like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, obviously everybody who has social media like knows that like people are starting to get more fed up with the system. People are getting more fed up with like the workforce and all that, and just the way work is nowadays, the shitty wages, and you got to give more and more of your life, energy, freedom, and time away just to get less and less of what you rightfully work for. And you're supposed to be rejoiceful and grateful for it. People 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 tell you to get screwed over and get fucked over for all your hard work and everything that you put in, and be grateful. You're supposed to get taken advantage of like a bitch and be grateful for it. You're supposed to get talked down to like a. You're supposed to get treated like a dog and get watch. What am I talking about? Even dogs get treated better than niggas like us. But y'all get what I'm saying. Oh, let people talk to you like a dog and treat you like a dog and be grateful for it. I'm pretty sure I'm not sure if a lot of people might have come to this realization, but I feel like a lot of niggas just have fucking Stockholm syndrome. Like they're just okay with this being treated. Society has programmed people with being okay with being treated poorly, and you're supposed to just let it slide. Hold on. Hold on. That was my water bottle. That's that little noise that y'all just heard. That was my water bottle. But yeah, man, they're perfectly okay with getting bent over, getting their hair pulled back, and getting drilled and getting pounded. Like people are okay, both men and women. They're okay with getting bent over and getting taken. They're okay with it. But that's why I don't know, man. I'm fed up with it my damn self, bro. I'm sick of living in a society where you're supposed to let people treat you like shit and just do you wrong, and you're supposed to just stand there and just sweep it under the rug and do nothing about it. And if you do something about it, or if you even just move a muscle, then somehow you're the villain. Somehow you're the bad guy. Somehow they'll make you. How come somehow you're gonna be the problem? I find it funny. I find it funny how some people just have a one-sided beef with you for literally nothing. Like you can literally just exist and people will just have some one-sided beef with you for nothing at all. And then it's funny. And then I actually find it very funny that like people they can get away with like being disrespectful and, oh, this person has a disability, oh, this person has mental health issues, oh, this person is crazy. That's the excuse that you give them, right? That's the excuse that you give them to be an asshole and be disrespectful and treat people however they want to, right? Me personally, I have mild autism, but I don't go around acting like a bitch, and I'll go around being disrespectful to other people and treating other people differently just for the fuck of it, or just cause. Me personally, I treat everybody equally. I treat everybody with kindness and respect. I treat everybody with love. No diddy, pause. I treat everybody with decency. I treat everybody the way I want to be treated, like they say. But I have mild autism, but I still know how to like act. I still know how to act. I still know how to behave. I still know how to like, respect people and how to treat people and how to be equal to people. And to be honest, it's low-key kind of pointless carrying these traits and values in the society that we live in today. Like I've heard, like I've also people have also been trying to tell me that like, oh hey man, don't let the world change you, bro. You have a great personality, man. Don't let the world turn you sour. Don't let the world turn you evil and all this shit. And I don't understand what's wrong with people though. It's like people still want to hold on to this whole like, oh good, oh be good and such is gonna happen and nah. I brought this topic up multiple times in my some of my older videos and all that shit, and I'm not trying to repeat myself. I'm not trying to repeat the exact same shit over and over again. But if I have to do so in order to make a point, then that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? But evil is what wins in this world. The evil people get blessed. At least the ones who are smart and intelligent enough and they know how to move the right way. Yeah, they get blessed and rewarded. Being good gets you nothing in this world. Being good doesn't get you anything. Think about this. How many people are good, but they're poor? How many people are good, but they're sexless and don't have women or don't get females? How many people are good, but yet nobody respects them, and yet everyone treats them like a doormat, and yet people can talk to them like a dog, treat them like a dog, disrespect them and walk all over them and do all kinds of dirty and messed up and negative things to them, but yet they're good. How many people are good, but yet all they get somehow get for it is negative reinforcement, and it just keeps piling on and on and on. But yet the evil people, they don't get all this. They get all the positive. They get the exact opposite of everything that I just named. You can also rewind. You can also rewind the video and just, you know what I'm saying, listen to everything that I just named and all that. And these evil motherfuckers, they get the complete opposite of everything I just said. They get cared for. They get loved. They get supported. They have women in their life. They have a female partner. No, people don't talk to them crazy. No one disrespects them. No one treats them like a dog, though. But hey, this is what you get for being good, though. And I'm gonna keep it 100, bro. If for anyone watching this video, if you really want to keep it a band, if you really want to keep it 100, being good is a fucking scam, bro. Like in 2026, like if I don't know, a lot of people have this Disneyland mentality where the being good is gonna get you rewarded one day, and if you're good, then everything you want is just gonna magically fall out the sky on some Super Mario Brothers shit. And then I think I said this in one of my older videos, but people I brought up, okay, fine, I brought up Super Mario Brothers and all that, and people are like, oh, life isn't a game. Okay, if life isn't a game, then why are people so damn competitive or overly competitive with one another, especially over the most smallest and most dumbest things? But life isn't a game, but everyone wants to be so damn competitive and shit, or extremely or overly competitive. But that's not the point I'm trying to make here. Being good is a scam. If you really want to, like take it there, if you really want to, like, you know what I'm saying, like look at this shit for what it is. Being the true definition of being good is being obedient without questioning anything, without standing up for yourself, without speaking up for yourself, without expressing yourself, and not having a backbone and being a bitch and letting other people punk you and walk all over you because you think that everything you want in life is just gonna magically just fall out the sky or just come along just because you're good. You know what I'm saying? Like good people, they're obedient. Like think about like religion, for example. Like being good basically means being obedient without questioning anything, without thinking about anything or criticizing anything. Speaking up for you. I already said this stuff already. Without speaking up for yourself, standing up for yourself, without fighting, whether you have to do it physically or verbally or mentally or in any other way. But yeah, being good is a scam, bro. Being good doesn't get you anything. And I also said this I think I said this in my last video and all that, but if you think about it, let's say for example, like you're like a nigga who's a and I got an announcement to give y'all. I'm tired of gooning, bro. I'm done with that shit. And to be honest, bro, it's honestly it's an embarrassing and a terrible habit to have as a man. But look what being good gets you. And if you think about it, bro, because think about it, I feel like a majority of like gooners and porn addicts are so-called good guys. Oh, be good. Everything. Oh, be good. You'll get rewarded one day. Yeah, but they're not getting rewarded with pussy. They're not getting rewarded with the real thing, though. But these evil niggas, they're getting the real thing. They're getting rewarded with the real thing. And I don't know. Just think about this, right? Like I'm not sure about how y'all might feel about this, but from my point, but I don't know. I feel like a majority of porn addicts and gooners are decent, good dudes who aren't getting shit at all. Cause I never heard a street dude being a gooner or a porn addict. I've never seen these niggas have to pay for prostitutes or have to escort Max and do all this other shit. I've never seen these niggas have to, or I've never seen these people get interrogated by females when they try to have a conversation with them. I've never seen them get an attitude from females when they try to talk to them or interact with them. Females don't have excuses for these niggas though. But all these fucked up shit that women do to men, all this shit basically all the bullshit scams or whatever little bullshit women try to pull, they always do it to good people or good men. Think about that shit for a minute though. They're always pulling this shit on the good guys. But be good, you'll get rewarded one day. But look at the way that women treat a majority of good men nowadays, or treat good men in general. So how is that a reward? How is getting rejected a reward? How is getting ignored a reward? How is getting left on red a reward? Right? And then another topic I want to I spoke I've pretty much been speaking about this the whole time, but yeah, society is turning men into bitches and all that, and this also, and I'm gonna keep it a band. I'm also gonna keep it real. I low-key don't blame women for like why they don't fuck with men. Also at the same time and all that, and like I mean at the end of the day, both men and women are the problem. I mean the human race in general is the problem. You know what I'm saying? Because of human nature, human behavior, and human traits and qualities are the problem. But yeah, look at all these I guess you could say these anti-hero or evil kind of people. Women don't pull all this bullshit and pull all this stuff on these evil niggas though. Like I don't know, man. The world is backwards. And I want to give a quick I want to give another shout out to the homie trying to cope with reality. He even said this shit in his videos, but the world's a backwards place and all that, and for anybody for anyone who's affected by this negatively, like if you're depressed, you're fed up, you're angry, or if it's affecting you negatively on a daily basis and it's hurting you emotionally, then it's a completely normal response to what's going on in this world today and with the way things are nowadays. But then people want to say that, oh, we need help and all that, and we need to get put on meds. We need to go talk to a therapist. We need to get a job and go to school. We need to touch grass and do all this shit. Hold on. And all that, but then if you think about it, or they'll say that like, oh, you need to like take some psych meds, or you need to go get help and all that. We need help and all that. And but the people who are perfectly okay with the way things are nowadays, and they just don't see this shit for what it is, and they're just perfectly okay with this, they're the ones who need help. Excuse me. They're the ones who need help. They're the ones who need some kind of counseling or yeah, because I don't know how people can just take this shit, or how people can take the stuff that I'm talking about with a smile on their face and just be cool with it and just let it slide. And another thing I've noticed about my life, for anybody who's watching this video, if you can relate to it, you're more than welcome to comment down below in the comment section. But have y'all ever noticed that like people can treat you poorly, people can treat you badly, and people can do you dirty and all that? And okay, so if someone does you wrong or if someone treats you poorly, you're supposed to just sweep it under the rug and just let it go and just forget about it and just let it go, as they say. But no. The second you fuck up, or the second you do some shit wrong, or the second you make a mistake, then it's constantly held over your head for damn near the rest of your life, or as long as they could possibly can use it against you. But nah, someone does wrong to you, let it go, sweep it under the rug, and act like nothing, and pretend like nothing ever happened. But the second you make a mistake or do something wrong, then it's constantly held over your head and used against you, or it's constantly rubbed in your face, no matter what situation or what predicament you're in, or let's say you get into an argument about whatever, and somehow they end up bringing this shit up and all that. But The second you bring up the bullshit that they do, then, oh, just let it go, man. That was in the past, bro. It's funny how niggas like us get treated like this. It's funny how niggas like us or people who are a part of this community get treated like this. Like that's something that's on my it's not consistently on my mind, but it's on my mind a lot. The world does wrong to you, let it slide. You do wrong, then everyone's against you, or not everyone's against you, but you get the picture. But actually, I remember what I was gonna say. I don't blame women for not fucking with niggas no more. I don't blame women for not fucking with niggas, because society's made men spineless, bitch made, soft, weak, submissive, complacent, compliant, dependent, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And if you think about it, a majority of people who have these traits are good and decent people. Evil people, they don't have all these qualities and traits. Them niggas are the complete opposite. And if you think about it, when it comes to like love, sex, dating, and relationships and romance, evil people, they possess the qualities and traits that women are actually attracted to. So niggas can miss us with that, oh, just be good. One day a girl's gonna know. There is no one day. There is no one day for niggas like us. There is no one day for certain people. Niggas want to tell you to get real, but then when it comes to niggas like us, or when it comes to anybody who's a part of this community, or for anyone who is subscribed to my channel and who relates to whatever I'm talking about, yet they want to give us this Disneyland fairy tale version of the truth, and oh, one day some girls is gonna fall out the sky, and no. And it's crazy how, like, let's say for example, like you go to a porn site, or you go to these adult websites and all that, and these videos be having like, I repeat this in one of these videos too. I'm just trying to make a point. That's why I'm repeating myself, right? But it's funny how these videos be having like millions of views. Who knows? Maybe some of them might even have 1 billion views. And a majority of these gooners and porn addicts are good, decent dudes who just can't get a hold of a woman, or just can't get shit. And I remember the other day, I was showing some love to the homie trying to cope with reality and all that shit, and even he brought up some shit about how like how even normies, NPCs, or so-called Chads and Tyrones are even complaining about women and the bullshit that they're doing nowadays as well too. And I keep seeing more and more videos on my timeline, especially on and when it comes to like social media, I don't really use social media like that. Like, I use YouTube and TikTok, but I mainly use YouTube though. But I keep seeing more and more videos about like how more and more men are just getting fed up with women and their BS, the behavior they have, the shit they pull, the little stunts they want to pull out their ass, and the bullshit they want to pull on the so-called good, decent men. But then they'll never pull this shit on the bad guys or the evil niggas though, or the so-called negative people that women claim that they hate so damn badly. Oh, women don't like negativity, but then all these negative, evil niggas are getting the females though. These are the niggas that get the most love and support from people. These are the people that they'll light a fire under their ass to support them and help them if they ever need anything. But let it be a good guy, and people aren't really gonna want to do anything. People aren't gonna want to jump up and help and do shit though. Like let an evil nigga or let a bad guy be in a down bad position, and I bet people will line up to try to help him or support him, or try to help him rise to the top as fast as possible. But let it be a good guy. You're grown, you're an adult, figure it out. Or you'll just get told to fuck off in a polite way and all that. But this is how the world repays the good people and all that. Like you can't blame niggas for going cold or becoming evil or going to the dark side on some Darth Vader shit. You just can't. You can't blame people for doing that shit because you do good and all that, and you don't get nothing out of it except negative reinforcement and all this negative stuff. But then when you become evil, you start getting all this good stuff and all that. Like, I don't know, man. And I want to say something about religion real quick, right? So I'm pretty sure that so God made people in His so-called image, right? So then why there's so many ugly and unattractive people that are sexless, lonely, can't meet or get women naturally, and they don't get blessed with female affection. They don't get blessed with no kind of female energy or presence in their life, though. But God made people in His image. But then this so-called God or whatever made these attractive people they can get women naturally. They don't have to do all this excessive ass shit to get women. They can be in whatever spot they're in life, whether they're in a good spot, whether they're doing good in life or whether they're down bad in life, and yet they can get shit naturally though. Women like them for who they are though. Women will take the time out of their day to get to know them for who they are though. Women are actually willing to sit down and have a conversation and willing to get to know these niggas though. But for niggas like us, we don't get these luxuries. We don't get this kind of treatment. And I'm gonna keep it 100. As a kid, I was extremely gullible and all that, and back in the day, I used to believe all that religious bullshit. But as time progressed, as I got older, I'm just like, yeah, I'm like, this is some bullshit, bro. And that's also damn near a reason why I had to cut off. I don't talk to a majority of my friends no more. Like, a majority of my friends were fucking NPCs, and I just got sick and tired of it. It's like as time progressively went on, me and my friends just started to grow apart from one another. Like as you get older, like your perspective and your point of view of the world and just the way life is, it changes and all that, and that it just didn't align with how my friends felt or what their thought process was, and it actually started to cause like a lot of arguments and a lot of fights between me and my so-called friends and all that. So I had to, separate and get away from them niggas, bro. I'm a lone wolf out here, man. I don't have nobody, bro, except for except for the family that I do have left. But I'm slowly starting to like cut off family and lose family too because of how they've disrespected me and how they've treated me and all that. And that's a topic I'm gonna speak on in this video as well, right? And for anybody who is subscribed to my YouTube channel and all that, I'm pretty sure I also made that one video about how my mom called me a loser and how she disrespected me. And I'm at the end of the day, as a man, I'm wrong for what I did. But I spit in her face out of anger because she called me a loser and disrespected me in front of my whole entire family and all that. And at the end of the day, I'll admit as a man, I shouldn't have spit in her face, and that was wrong of me as a man. But it's funny how people can do you wrong and disrespect you, and yeah, everybody will protect them and everybody will paint them out as a good guy. But if you retaliate out of anger, even if what you did was extremely wrong and disrespectful, yeah, you're still the bad guy. I'm tired of how this world protects evil people or protects disrespectful and fucked up ass people. But then when you feel some kind of way, then it's your fault. You're the villain. You're the bad guy. You deserved how you got treated. You deserved that one-sided beef that person had with you. You deserved it for no reason. I'm getting sick and tired of this world beating down on niggas like us, but then they expect niggas to blow our backs out, pause, and they expect us to work our asses off. They expect us to be a punching bag and take all kinds of combos, take all kinds of combos and punches and just act like we're not hurt or fazed by it when we've been severely beaten to the point where we should at least be in the hospital or where we would have hella bruises or broken bones or, you know what I'm saying? And you know what's funny about it? It's funny how my mom called me a loser and disrespects me, and yet she hasn't tried to call or apologize or try to make up for her behavior or the way that she has treated me or the way that she has done me. but yet everybody wants to act like nothing ever happened, and everybody wants to sweep it under the rug, and everybody wants to make it about me and what I need to do better and what I need to do better and all that. But hey, this is the woman who gave birth to me, right? Oh, she's your mother. She gave birth to you. Respect your mother. Like, no, I can't respect her. She's fake as fuck. She's a bitch. She's a punk and a fucking coward. And it's funny that, and you want to know what's funny? You want to know what's funny about this? It's funny that my mom has disrespected and abused everybody around here, but yet these are the same people who protect her and defend her and shield her and justify and glorify all the bullshit that she says and does, and the way that she treats them and everybody around her, including me, her own baby, her own child, her own son. This is actually literally a perfect example of how people protect evil people. But then when the people who call them out on their bullshit call them out on it, then they flip the script on them like they're the problem for speaking out about it or for getting angry and doing whatever they do about it. And I don't care if I'm being negative anymore. I don't care if these videos I make are negative or fucked up and wrong. Like, whenever you call out anything that society has normalized, then you're negative. And this also, and I'm damn near close to getting over what happened between me and my friend Avi and all that shit. I'm really close to getting over that shit and like completely forgetting about it. Like completely. Like it's funny how people can talk to you like a dog and they can disrespect you and call you out your name and call you a faggot, and they can preach all day about Israel and Jewish stuff and all that, but they can tell you to go kill yourself and all this stuff, right? They can disrespect you and treat you like a dog and talk to you like you're a dog, right? But nah, the second nope. I'm supposed to just forgive him and just let him just get over, forgive his behavior and just let him slide with all the stuff that he just did. That's what's wrong with the people of the day. That's what's wrong with the world nowadays. There's no real or true consequences for people's actions or behavior. Someone could disrespect you and call you out your name and say all kinds of hurtful and fucked up things to you, and you're supposed to just sweep it under the rug and act like nothing ever happened. It's funny how people will destroy friendships, or people will destroy a whole friendship over something like hella petty and hella small. And as a matter of fact, actually, and the fact that I gave him multiple chances and he still kept doing the shit that he was doing, and I just let it slide. Yeah, I'm done. Because you can't claim to be hella religious and talk a bunch of bullshit about Jews and which good on others, Israel. But then act the way he did or act the way he does towards me. But I'm supposed to just sweep everything he does under the rug and I'm just having ups and downs nowadays. I don't know any better. So you can preach to everybody else and tell everybody else what they need to do with their life or micromanage everybody else around you. But yet you can have your ups and downs nowadays and you get a pass for your behavior. Nah. This kind of mindset and this kind of mentality is why men have become spineless and bitch made. They think like these jobs, right? Like, you're supposed to just let people like talk to you any old kind of way, treat you like a dog, and you're not supposed to at least like acknowledge their behavior or call them out on it. You're not supposed to check them for their behavior. You're not supposed to check them on their disrespect. You're supposed to just be a spineless bitch and just let them talk to you like, and just. I'm not trying to be negative, bro, but it's over, man. It's over. These older motherfuckers are so out of touch with reality, and they think that there's some kind of hope left. Like there is no kind of hope. There is no God. There is no. I don't know. Religion is retarded and goofy to me at this point. Because people keep doing all this damn praying just for them to go behind closed doors and do this and do all the fake bullshit or act the way they still do and all that shit. The male virginity is getting worse. The dating game is getting worse. Women they don't want a good man unless it doesn't profit or benefit them, unless they can leech unless they can or they are not able to leech off of them, or they can get some kind of clout out of them or from being around them. But yet they don't care about that. If these niggas are evil though, these evil niggas, they get blessed. They get to see, evil niggas, they get to see the good side of female nature. They get to see the good side of women. Well, the good men who contribute to society and do what they have to do to, you know what I'm saying, keep this society afloat and floating, or keep society going. Yeah, we got to see the bad side of women. Yeah, we got to see the negative side of women. We got to see the dark side of female nature and all that. But yet these evil niggas don't have to, though. Yet these bad guys don't have to, though. Yet these naturally attractive niggas don't have to, though. Pause. But nope, we're the ones that gotta take it. But I don't know any other expression or any other like kind of like metaphor I could use. But yet we're the ones who gotta take it up the ass. Pause again. We're the ones that gotta take the shit. We're the ones that gotta get stepped on and walk over and just stand right back up like nothing happened. But if we stumble or if we're limping or walking around with a limp, then hey man, what's wrong with you, man? Are you okay? But these niggas know what happened. But some of these niggas know what happened to us though. Some of these niggas know what they did to us though. But we're supposed to just walk without limping, or without, we're not supposed to like, we're supposed to just walk perfectly, walk straight, or walk perfectly fine like nothing happened. It's like let's say I take a fall and I smack the ground hella hard, and like, okay, obviously if you fall from a certain height and you hit the ground, you're gonna be limping. You're gonna be injured somehow. You're gonna be limping around from that fall you just took, from all that damage you just took. But niggas will look at you like, hey man, what's wrong with you, man? Are you okay? Like, nah, bitch, I'm not okay. You just saw me take that fucking fall, and you have the nerve to ask me if I'm okay? You have the nerve to treat me the way you treat me? But am I okay? I'm supposed to just forgive you for all the bullshit you just pulled on me? Yeah, nah. I think, the hell was that? I'm tripping, bro. But I think even Mike Tyson said it at one point in his career, or maybe in his life, but people are too comfortable with being disrespectful without getting slapped the fuck up, or without getting punched in the face for it, or without getting beat down for it. People can just be disrespectful and just control your emotions, control your temper, control your attitude. I'm telling you, these are the kind of niggas that don't get no pussy and aren't getting shit. These niggas that will punch you in the face and will beat you up and will beat you the fuck down for what you just said. But these are the niggas that women get wet for. These are the women that they bust nuts over though. These are the women that their legs are vibrating and their lower bodies are just tingling and just shaking and just vibrating, and they lose control and just explode for. But good niggas, nope. They don't even move a muscle. Their pussies are drier than cinnamon toast crunch before you call cinnamon toast crunch out this bitch. But yet, nope. We gotta go the extra mile and go through all the mountains and slay the dragon and go to the moon and back for the pussy. But yet these niggas can just, or attractive people or evil people can just do nothing or do bare minimum, yet it just comes to them naturally, or it just falls in line for them. Yeah, I don't believe in religion. I'm not gonna disrespect anyone's religion or what anybody else believes in by saying fuck God and fuck this and fuck that. But I don't believe in this shit. And the fact that people still try to push religion on you with the way that the world is and with the way human nature is and how worse it's getting, Yeah, nah. I don't want to hear that religion shit. I don't want to hear it. Anytime someone tries to push religion on me or tries to force religion on me, I'm turning my fucking back and I'm plugging my ears with earplugs, AirPods, or just any kind of earphones because I don't want to hear that shit. Because of course, the people who've had good experiences or they've had positive experiences in life, yeah, of course they can talk about being blessed and how life is beautiful and all that, but do they ever consider the people who've had it bad? The people who've gotten whooped in life, who've gotten ass whoopings, or have gotten continuous ass whoopings one after another in life? Do they ever think about the people who've had to deal with this shit before though? Oh yeah, no. Life's beautiful, man. Just shut up and stop complaining and be grateful for it. Yeah, so some people have to take an ass whooping and have to bend over and take it right up the brown eye and take it right up the ass, and yet we're supposed to be grateful for it. Yeah, but at the end of the day, I am gonna be grateful for what I do have in life. I will be grateful for what I do. I will be grateful for the breath that I'm breathing right now. I will be grateful for my heartbeat. I will be grateful for, you know what I'm saying, still being alive and not, you know what I'm saying? Like I know that for anybody in this community or for anybody who is subscribed to my channel, yes, okay, fine. Yeah, I make the videos I do make, but at the end of the day, I do have some kind of rejoice in gratefulness, some at least for the life that I do have, or for the breath that I do have. That I get to wake up every single day. The sky is blue, the grass is green. I have food in my fridge. I have a roof over my head. I have shoes on my feet. I have clothes on my ass. I have clothes on my ass and on my back. I do have the family that I do have left. I do have the friends and family that I do have left. So these are positive things that I can say that I'm actually grateful for and that I'm genuinely grateful for. So yeah, okay, fine. Yes, for people in the black pill community, or for anybody who watches my videos, yes, I know I can come off as negative and I can come off as nasty and all that, but at the end of the day, I do have some form of gratefulness. I do have some form of positivity in my life. I do have something to be grateful for. I have like maybe like a very, very small percentage of people in my life who do give a fuck about me. Like a very, very a very tiny percentage. I don't have all these ass kissers and all this love and support and all, nah. It's like, or if I do have this love and support, I only get it when it profits or benefits the other person, not on some genuine shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's say, for example, like we committed a crime or we went to jail for some dumb reason. No one's gonna put money on our books. No one's gonna send us commissary. No one's gonna send us a care package. People aren't gonna do none of this shit for us. They're just gonna be like, oh, you're grown, you're an adult, you made your decision, deal with it. But let it be an attractive nigga, or let it be an evil motherfucker. And I bet they'll be trying to send, or they'll be trying to do whatever they can, whenever they can. Hey, that rhymes. They'll do whatever they can, whenever they can. But they'll do whatever they can, whenever they can for the evil and attractive motherfuckers. But they won't do nothing for the good people who were in a bad situation. Or who got put in a bad situation, though. But there's supposed to be a God, a Jesus, an Adam and Eve, and the law. Bullshit. And also, I guess you could say something that's also negatively affecting me is also like the lack of like female presence, the lack of female energy, and this not having a woman around. That's also negatively affecting me too, and all that, because there are also points in my life where I thought that who knows, I might possibly be gay or I might possibly be asexual. But I'm not. I'm never gonna go down that. I'm never gonna go down that rabbit hole. I'm never gonna go down that path ever. EVER. I'm never going down that path ever. But That's how bad it's gotten for me. And it's funny how like I don't know why or I don't know how, but my dad was talking to me about like females and all this shit, and he's like, "You can get along with females just fine and all that." And it's like, okay, all right. So if I can get with, so if I can get along with females just fine, and I can get, so how come I don't have any female friends? How come I don't have friends with benefits? How come I don't have a sneaky link? How come I don't have friends with benefits? How come I have little to no female interaction or any kind of positive female experiences at all? How come I'm handsome but I look too young? But yeah, I can get along with females just fine. How come females aren't trying to hang out and be cool and shake hands and dap me up and do all this other shit that they do to all these other dudes though? But yet so I'm a supposedly a handsome, good looking kid. But yet I'm a 25-year-old virgin and incel. And about that, I'm gonna get an escort this year, man. I'm gonna get an escort I'm gonna escort Max on my birthday, bro, because I'm just getting sick and tired of this shit. I'm getting sick and tired of all the excuses and all the copes and all the bullshit that people try to tell me, and I'm just sick and tired of it. It's like it just works for everybody else when it comes to women, relationships, and sex, and love, and all this. But for me, I feel like I don't know. The demiurge is a bitch. If the demiurge was real, I would give it a jab, a cross, a hook, a slip, and a body shot, and punch it in the stomach. Or I would just give it I would just give it a number, give it a 2, and just punch it in the face and just knock it out for all the bullshit it does to people. And I don't even know. I would probably punch it in the face, wait for it to hit the ground, and then stomp it to death. If the demiurge was a person, no, that nigga needs its ass beat for all the bullshit it's put the good people through, or the people who don't deserve it through. If the demiurge was a human being, or if the demiurge existed, that nigga needs to get packed out. That nigga needs belt to ass put on him. Or it, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I made this video as long as I've needed to make it and all that. But yeah, man. I just want to just shit. I'm really trying not to get into the habit of repeating myself or making the exact same video over and over again. But these things are on my mind consistently. They're negatively affecting me on a daily basis and all that. And YouTube is pretty much the only place where I can talk about it and at least get some kind of understanding, or I can feel like loved and cared about and get some type of support from people who are in a similar boat, or who knows, might be in the exact same boat that I'm in. But like, comment, and subscribe down below, because you already know what kind of time it is. It's your boy Elijah B, and as always, I appreciate any and everybody who shows love and support, and people who watch my content, and for people who can resonate with the content that I put out and the things that I talk about. And I don't know. I mean, I guess you could say, at least I'm not the only one going through it, but that also doesn't make me feel a whole lot more better about my situation. But peace out, man.